Hello and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Here we have today a 2020 on a 20 plate Mazda CX30. This car is in the Sport Lux specification, twinned with an automatic transmission and finished in Polymetal Grey. Now I have to apologise, we wouldn't normally photograph and video our cars in the rain, but it is raining a little bit at the moment, but the car's just arrived. We're really keen to get it advertised, and if we're waiting for a dry sunny day at the end of November, I think we're going to be waiting a while. So it is a little bit wet. I promise you the bodywork underneath is really lovely. That's the reason we tend to wait for better weather to photograph and video our cars, because we want to be able to show you the bodywork in the nicest possible condition we can. I'm also really sorry, I've got a terrible cold at the moment, so I sound even more ridiculous than normal, but I'll do what I can to show you as much of this car as possible. Now, I took this vehicle in part exchange myself. Customer has just purchased a CX5 from us, has had this for a number of years on a personal contract purchase finance plan, was coming up to the end of the term, wanted to change and decided to go for an automatic Mazda CX5. They've been delighted with this car. He's looked after it incredibly well, and it's covered around 38,000 miles now, so just a fraction over average mileage, but it does mean the car is fantastic value. And the customer has looked after it so well, he could have told me it had done 10,000 miles, and if I'd not looked at the odometer, I'd have believed him, because the condition is wonderful. The Sport Lux is probably the specification to have in a CX30. You get the very clever adaptive LED headlights, which I'll talk to you about in a moment, power tailgate, the upgrade on the alloy wheels, so you go to the larger size, privacy glass, keyless entry, navigation, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, reversing camera, parking sensors all round. It's a wonderfully spec'd car. It's a very nice colour. They look tremendous. Looks a really nice car on the road, and they drive beautifully. And they're very quiet, very comfortable, and very refined. When the CX30 came out in 2020, truth be told, it didn't have the easiest start in life, because the car launched in the January, and in the March the country closed because of pandemic. So it didn't have an easy start in life, but it's taken off now, and yeah, CX30 is a wonderful car. Boot's all in lovely condition, as you can see. It's not had an animal in it. Press the button up there, power tailgate. If you've not had one before, it's an absolute game changer of a feature. Got dual exit exhausts, which look incredibly smart. The larger alloy wheels that I mentioned. Now bear in mind the miles this car has covered. These are not going to be the original tyres, but the previous owner is still putting Bridgestones on it all round. There is some minor scratches on this alloy wheel. We're going to have this refurbished before it leaves us. And in the back, got that lovely dark cloth interior, all in wonderful condition, and even looking up to things like the headlining, sometimes something that gets missed in a video. Been very well looked after. Even things like the seal entry points, all in lovely condition. That's the same as coming to the driver's side. I'll jump in. You've got that lovely dark cloth interior, that sort of extension of blue leather, which I think looks so smart. And they've actually opted to take this off of a brand new one, and it's gone to black, and it just looks a bit dreary. The blue looks really nice, really brightens up the cabin. It's a push button start car. You tap that button once. I did notice on my drive down here, the tyre pressure monitoring light had come on, but we'll get that sorted out. It's just the backs are about 1 or 2 psi under where they should be, so the system's a bit sensitive, but we'll get that sorted out before the car leaves us. You've got Mazda's multimedia system here. This car, being the SKYACTIV-G engine, has cylinder deactivation. So as you're going along, you're able to get it to run on just the middle 2 cylinders. This little infographic here will show you at the time when it's happening, and the car does have mild hybrid as well, so you'll find it's just that little bit more efficient, possibly, than you're expecting it to be. The car has integrated navigation. Of course, you have smartphone enabled navigation through Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it does have a fully independent one that you can use through the car. Bluetooth hands-free phone. I mentioned the car's got reversing camera as well, so if I put it on, you're able to see. You've also got the optical park bit, where it will show you the sensors at both ends, whether they're beeping or not. Climate control air conditioning system, heated front seats, which again is a pretty important addition to the car for winter. The very first CX30s did come with a single shot CD, and you've got your USB connectivity down there. The automatic gearbox does have a manual feature on it as well, so if you go down into drive, push it over to manual. You'll also notice you've got paddles behind the steering wheel to be able to shift up and down from there, or you can shift from the gearbox itself. It's an electric handbrake car. Just have to have your foot on the brake, press it down to take it off, put it back on to put the handbrake on. It's that simple. The car's got a full and complete service history with ourselves. May have mentioned earlier in the video, it is a one-owner car. Customer bought it from us new. and has looked after it very, very well. I think it's been seen every year in or around the sort of June, something like that, summer. And so it was serviced not that long ago by us. And wanting for nothing other than there's very, very small marks on one or two of the wheels. Other than that, the car really is in lovely condition. It'll be supplied with a year's Mazda warranty. That's included in the advertised cost of the car. And we offer full finance facilities, nationwide delivery, and would actively encourage a part exchange if you're looking at selling your existing car. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully we'll speak to you soon. Cheers then. Bye.